Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things and so much more. So part of the so much more is that I do these astrological horoscope readings or energy forecasts for each sign, star sign, and I'm now up to the sign of a Scorpio. So welcome to my YouTube channel Scorpio and on my Facebook page. So I just would just want to say thank you to all those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to invite those of you who haven't yet to do that now or at the end of the video, and also give me a thumbs up or a comment and how it has, if you've got anything from it, and yeah, that would be really cool on either platform. So but I really do appreciate your support in building it up. It just helps me to grow my channel and get the message out there to others as well who may may benefit from the messages that are coming through for us basically. So anyway, I just want to also remind everybody that these are general reads or messages that are coming through. So it may or may not resonate with you. If it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, just leave what doesn't fit. And it could be because it is a forecast. So it may be still coming or unfolding in the next few days or the next week or so. So this is a weekly read session for you or read for you, Leo, for the month of, or the second week of the month of June. Okay, so your videos or messages come out on Wednesdays. So I'm actually recording this on the Tuesday the 9th. So and ready to schedule it to come out on Wednesday. So Wednesday the 10th. So anyway, the other thing is if you it might pay to check out if you want to, if this doesn't fully, if you don't fully get it, and even if you do, check out one of your, if you want to, that is, check out one of your other signs. For instance, this is Scorpio. So this one is for Scorpio, and whether it's you're looking for into your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign for you. And what I mean by that is, like for me, I'm a Gemini, and I follow my sun sign more predominantly for messages. That's what I'm more drawn to, rather than my moon, rising, or Venus. However, at times I do check out what the other signs have to say to me. And how and so I will check them out. So for instance, like I say, my sun sign is Gemini, but I might check out my moon, which is in Libra, rising, which is for me in in Pisces, and my Venus is in Cancer. So it's like so I might check out there for a more comprehensive reading, okay, or messages to bring it all together depending on what is happening. So and the last thing I just want to say before we get on to the reading is just like if you're wanting to make, I was going to say feel free to make it a booking or reading actually, so not feel free, but if you want to make a booking I am available for readings and or healing sessions or energy shifts and that sort of thing. My contact deals are below in the box below, as with the link to a website that has a calculator in it, which is free, and to find out what your other signs are. Okay, so let's get on to it. So basically, this is going to slightly different this month, and it's kind of been for me leading more in a healing way or aspect with the forecasts that are coming through. So it's not just it's bringing through messages and reading of what might come up, but Spirit are wanting to bring through like a healing side of it too, to help you shift through it or move through it. I'll move through the shifts that are happening or creating, whichever way you see it. So one of the ways at the moment is they're doing that is like this month or this week is through these crystal spirit oracle. So I'm not reading the message that's with the book. So I'm just really I'm like, I don't know what all these crystals are, because there's some in there that I have no idea, I've never heard of them before. So I've just like shuffle them, and I do shuffle them really, really well before we start. And then I just grab, look on the internet for the ones that I don't know about, and some of my own notes to give you a little bit of a rundown on, or a brief, rundown on what the main benefits are for each of these crystals. So, and if it resonates with you, or one of them resonates, or the whole lot might resonate with you to help you as you're moving through whatever you're processing, then, feel free to obviously go and get them all. But if you can't get them all or have them in your hands or in your energy field in person, what I do is I Googled it, and some people have put up some really beautiful images up there too, that actually you can feel the energy and you can tune into them. Okay, so anyway, the first card up, actually the first crystal that's popped out is the blue lace agate. Okay, so blue lace agate will help you with your ability to communicate, especially the thoughts and feelings that you receive from your higher self. This is a soothing and nurturing stone that will bring you calmness and peace of mind. And it is an excellent stone, excellent emotional healing stone with strong metaphysical properties. Okay, so it is number 12 in the deck. And, one is about new beginnings, basically. It's like being one with all. And, there's that thing when you have these epiphanies come through, and it's like that aha moment. And you feel like you're at one or at peace with whatever is going on with you. So that's what that's about. So there may be something that you're processing now, or some things, and maybe one or all of those things that you might get this like aha moment, or this, this relief moment when you figured it out, And so this week, or maybe in the next couple of weeks, or something like that. It must be really close, or maybe even tomorrow, and you figure it out. So that's what that one is about. There's a new beginning, and when we hit that, that it's like, it means we can move on and sort out something else, or not even sort it out, consciously, like really like going for it, but our energy will, typically move on. So, and there'll be a new beginning in some other form or way, or continuing on, figuring out what the next one is, for you that's going on. Okay, cool. So the next card is, I've not heard of this one before, is, I'm not sure if this is how you pronounce it, but I'm going to pronounce it Agerine. So, or Igerine, and it's number 1 in the deck. Okay, so in one, there's another new beginning there. I forgot to go talk about the 2 with the blue lace agate. So 2 is typically got to do with relationships. So whether it's, so it could be that someone is coming into your space, or like in a relationship of some sort, whether it be a partnership in a business or a workplace, or it could be a relationship, like a romantic one, or it could be like somebody that's coming into the family, into your workspace, that's new, or or just a new friend that you meet in some way, some way, how there's somebody new. And it's all about, 2 is about, like our relationships, how we relate to them, others, and how they, and them to us. So it's like, so there's that sort of thing going on with the 12 there for the blue lace agate. So, and like I say, it's about communication. So this one here is Agerine. So this is Agerine, activates a strong protective energy, guarding the aura and physical body, as well as fortifying the spirit in times of difficulty. It eliminates negative thoughts, energies, and attachments, and replaces them with the light of the positive. So that's what that crystal is about. So it's helping you to shift this energy from this crystal. It's helping you to shift something so you can move into that new beginning. And even as you move into it and you start to understand it, there have been 9 times out of 10 in my experience, and probably yours too, some other things come to the fore. So it's like, which is really beautiful, because it's like there are more epiphanies that come from there when this light, when that epiphany comes up. It's like, whoa, okay, I got you now. So and it just, and the mind just goes, and not just the mind, but the energy brings to the mind other things, or your intuition, whatever you need to be, or whatever the universe is bringing forth for you to heal, to shift, comes to the forward. So you're able to deal with other bits and pieces as well that are linked to whatever it is that you just moved through. Shivers. Anyway, so Scorpio, there's a lot going on there, and then we have the Moldavite. Okay, so Moldavite, that's a beautiful one. I love this one. It's very strong. Got amazing energy. So Moldavite, with its beautiful green energy, is first and foremost a stone of the heart. This crystal, green crystal energy, is used to resolve blockages and to rebalance the heart chakra, helping us understand our own needs and emotions clearly. So like I say, it's a chakra healing and balancing energy with this one to help us to work through that and balance them. Where am I thinking? There's from the notes there. Okay, so, and it regulates our interaction with the external world and controls what we embrace and what we resist. Okay, so there may be a little bit of that going on with you. So that it's number 35 in the deck. And so 33 is, for me, is about balance. So finding that balance within our, and 5 is about energy. So obviously it's about balancing energy. So like, which is quite interesting that is number 35 in the deck. So whether that's purposefully done or, or consciously done or not, I don't know. So anyway, it's just like that. Just happens to be a balancing energy of the heart chakra. So there we go. So anyway, I'm going to move on to going to the tarot cards. So by the way, I do shuffle these really well before I start the readings, and even with these crystal cards that come through. And these ones have fallen out, so I've hardly had to even shuffle it. So here we go. So, okay, so we have the Devil card first of all, and it's about, the Devil is about power and energy in prison. So this is what it's typically all about, these crystals here to help you to move through that. So basically it's allowing you to bring out your power, step into your power. Our powerhouse is in our, solar plexus solar plexus chakra. So basically, that's stepping into like our authentic self. So this crystal will help us, like, and when we got our solar plexus and our heart chakra, thymus, and everything's aligned up, we start to see things a lot more clearer. And I know for me, and others that I work with, it's like, it works, like with being less resistant. So that's what these crystals are here, these beautiful this healing energy. You may be feeling it right now. And that's awesome if you are. It's really hot in the room right now. I'm thinking, I thought it might be my heater, but that's on very, very low. And actually I was going to turn it up, but I didn't. So, but this is, the energy is really high in here at the moment. So having to shift this, whatever is going on with you, Scorpio. So the Devil card. So this is about releasing yourself in, from that imprisonment that you hold yourself in, basically. And letting yourself free from the shackles of whatever it is that is going on with you. So whether it be feeling, it might be guilt for you, it might be shame, you might be, it may be, like you're a little bit whakama about something. It may be that you, there's maybe a fearful thing or an anxiety that's going on. You may be overthinking things about moving forward either in a relationship or out of a relationship, or into a new business. I was just going to say into a new world. Basically, when we're breaking free totally, depending on what we're doing, it really does feel like we're breaking into a new world. And it's a little bit like now that we're into like level 1 now. So it's kind of, there is in a way for a lot of us, depending on the way you see it, a new world. There's a new energy. And how do we respond to that? How do we blend with that? There's a lot of feelings and emotions that are coming up that I'm feeling like right now, not just with you, Scorpio, but with other people as well. So, and what that might look with us. So what I'm hearing there is like, basically, this is it's like, use it for an opportunity to fulfill something that you're wanting to be doing, for quite some time now for some of yous. Maybe I'm hearing like for some of you like decades, and some of you for like maybe a couple of months or a couple of years even. But yeah, definitely for some of you, it at least goes back at least 10 to 20 years for others of you as well. So, so it's, and not letting your wasting, or I say wasting because yes, it is, and not using your energy on something that doesn't serve you any purpose for your highest good. Okay, so I'm just, just bringing that back into that. So and some of you's, maybe just needing to break free of someone who is literally, holding the, got you chained up. It's shifting your, so there's that physical and the mental, emotional sort of, the thinking, side of things that's tied in there that I'm feeling for some of you in there. So love, peace, harmony, and joy to you, excitement and adventure as you move through that stuff. Because what happens is that's a whole new beginning for you, which is like those numbers, those first two there are revealed to you that there is a new beginning coming. But that's, that's free will. That's our choice, or your choice, how you maneuver through that. Some of you, it's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen it's like taking action and making a plan, or or just being assertive with yourself, and, making a commitment to yourself and making a plan or a strategy to move in the direction where it is that you want to go, Okay, anyway. So I feel like I've just done a sermon. So anyway, so then we have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like when it's like the universe is bringing like a whole lot of action to you. So Scorpio. So here is like the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands has got quite a swift energy that comes through. So, and it's typically energy and action. So most nights they come in through with a lot of energy to shake things up, to get things moving, and they make, but the wands being a fire energy is like probably like for me is like probably the swiftest and the most because of the energy from it, because they're very passionate. And they're very motivated, and they have lots of ideas that they want to put into place, and it's like of where they're wanting to go with their life, and and what their purposes are, and searching for that. But also they're quite spiritual as well. So there's a whole lot of things that are coming up that may be bubbling up with you, and this Knight of Wands energy is coming through to push it out. So which kind of like we're in. We've just come through the full moon in Sagittarius, so the Wands is the Sagittarius sign. But then we come through with eclipse, which I feel like Spirit are telling me that's going to be carrying that energy through with this eclipse through the rest of this month. So, which doesn't surprise me that the Knight of Wands in there. So that to some degree, there's been like as soon as you make your mind up what you're going to do, are you going to set yourself free, or are you going to at least begin to think about it and consciously think about it, consciously make some changes within the way that you're thinking, and take some actions and actually physically acting to make some changes, things will happen. And release things from the past that don't serve you. Things will start to open up, and this energy here, the Knight of Wands, will help you, will come in and help you if you let them to get cracking and get moving in whatever you're doing for you. So there's a lot of energy and action. So utilize it. It's like there's that, but just be mindful that because this energy with this eclipses can be. You might feel a little bit impulsive. So just be mindful that it's not an impulsive decision or move that you make. Okay, so even though this energy comes in and it lifts your energy, it's just like it's not about being impulsive. Okay, it's about weighing it up as well, and having and deciding and getting all the information that you need so you can make the best possible decision. And when you've made that and you take action, that's what will happen. Okay, that this Knight of Wands will come in and help you with your energy and help you to take action to do it. Okay, cool. So, and then we have regeneration and the Eight of Cups that comes in, and look, this is stacked up. It's like they're all stacked up emotions, but I feel like this is about really like you're looking at this person climbing up the rocks, and there's these emotions. They've walked away from it. They've walked through it. It's like they've journeyed it, and they're leaving it behind. because it's behind them, and they're walking towards that mountain, which is up the mountain and up towards the other one as well. So it's it looks like it's still a little bit of a journey there, but at least those emotions are in the background now. Okay, so, and it's interesting because I'm hearing like even they're stacked up, so it's like, yep, done that one, stacked that one, put that one there, and it's like, so you've walked through it, even though it's like in this pyramid shape, tight up there, it's like, okay, you've done that, and you've walked through it, and you're walking away from it. So and that's what I feel like it's like the end of the, what do you call it, by the end of the week or the next week or so, however it rolls out for you, pans out for you, it's like you're just moving on. So it's like that time of, like it says, regeneration. Cool. I'm not sure whether they've got anything else to say there. So it's just really like blot out. So things, and that's literally, it's like blot out. If once you get, and like, once we get our butt into gear and we start really, really super going in there and processing stuff, so we can, and giving ourselves permission to do that, and allowing ourselves, and cutting through our own bullshit basically, and giving ourselves a kick up the backside and pushing ourselves and asking spirit, calling spirit in to help us to make the changes that we need to make, in either form that we need to, and in the best possible way, and they'll bring it to you. How do I know? They do with me. And that's and I'm more open, and every time you follow, every time you listen or you take action with something, it's like, take note of that feeling of what it was that made you like really listen, and the energy about you, and so you can differentiate between what is something that you may be just a thought, and not just a thought, but a thought that where they're going with this, our intuition. The more we figure that out and start to figure out what it is, our intuition, that energy is, that when we listen to it, rather than when we think we're listening to it and or hearing, think we're understanding it, we go the other way. So what is that resistance about? So it's discerning, in that discerning side of part of things, because sometimes we can trick ourselves and say, oh yep, that was our intuition, when it actually is something that maybe we might be distracting ourselves from, so we don't go down that way. And did you know, oh good gosh, there we go. And like that fear, really, when we're walking, fear really is the way to go. When we if we're really resisting, and when we're fearful of something, it's like that, for me now more so than ever, I look at it and I'm thinking, right, it's obviously the way I need to go, and to have a look down there and see what it is, so I can bust free of that and figure out where that fear come from, and on the journey there to crossing that. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to see what happens now, even more so than that fear that used to get me back in the past is not there. So it's about exploring what that fear is about and feeling the love in doing it, or just feeling the love and exploring it and having a look, because it may not be as bad or as or as the vision that you have, that you've built up in your mind, is what it will be when you actually go and do it. Okay, so phew, anyway. But like I say, this is all free will, and you do it in your own time. But it's there seems to be with this, with a lot of us, not so much a sense of urgency, but not a sense of urgency that we're going to do something that, impulsive, without, bringing everything together and making a solid, good decision for us. Okay. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which is the last card that we're going to read today. And the King of Pentacles is about financial security and stability. So the King of Pentacles works hard, okay? He's worked hard, he's worked strategically, he's worked, not just that, but he's, he's got his vision, he's got moved towards it, and he's received, and this is what he's received for his, for the work that he's put into it. But not only that, it's and I'm just hearing the courage and the strength to overcome, and the want to learn, and the want to make things better. you know, to make things better in life, to get to this position where he's financially comfortable and stable in his life. So for you, there may be somebody that comes in that you can, that you see that will help inspire you to like work through things and take risks in here and there, like good risks, not, you know, impulsive, you know, not thought about, not, you know, or it's just like, you know, risks in the sense that you, what is it, that are balanced, you know, there's been a balanced decision about making that, you know, the information is balanced. Cool. So, but there's also some of you that, you know, when you're to getting to that point, it's like, yes, that is coming, because the Pentacles is about, you know, finances and material possessions, career and work and all that sort of thing, and, you know, creating a financial wealth and that sort of thing. So it's like, but there's just this process that you're working through. So anyway, that's kind of where they're going through for this week. So you may be already feeling that energy. You may be already like into this sort of energy right now, or it may be coming up for you, and you might be like thinking, okay, this is you know, this may be coming up, and this is where I want to go. So this could be a nice little confirmation or clarification for you. And like I say, this could be just unfolding for you in the next day or week or two. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for you now, and have a way awesome week in your new beginnings and your new growth and your new learnings about who you are and what you do and everything like that, and how you roll in this world, in this new world that you're creating for yourself. Yeah, it's just going to be super bloody cool. Anyway, I think that's all I want to say. Anyway, God bless you. God protect you. Lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy from us. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye for now.